Oh, hey everybody, how's it going? So this is my 300, subscriber giveaway for everybody that subscribed on the last video. And everybody kind of wonders the kind of ore that I'm chasing. This is a platinum group metals ore source. Now currently in the ore, these quartz veining ores that we'll be looking at here shortly, they do have gold in it and silver in it. And so if you win, you'll get a choice of one of these, a sample of one of these or a piece of artwork. That choice will be yours. But here you go, I'll show you what we're looking at here. So this is sample L5QS1. This is a quartz sample that runs up next to a gabbro. So most of my system here is a gabbro, but this is the quartz on this. And the L5 stands for a particular location upon the claims. All right. Now L5QS2 is another system on the same site, L5 site here. As you can tell, the samples are a lot different. They're running mostly up against the sandstone. So we'll be testing that. Then we have L6WQS. This is a wall sample. There's, how many of them here? We've mapped out 8 of them, but this is the first 4 with ore samples out of it. All right, there's some interesting stuff in here. Right there. Kind of get it for you there. And it's also running up against the gabbro. Now on this sample here, we've got L6WQ. This is the second quartz veining on that same wall sample. It's probably about 6 feet away, and they're stacked on top of each other like a deck of cards. There's some of the quartz out of that. And again, also it's running along with the gabbro. But this gabbro here is more of an extrusive gabbro, so it's more of a finer grain. And there's some white quartz in it. I don't like the white quartz, but we got some interesting banding down in here that we're going to look at. Then we have L6WQS3, another quartz sample. It's mixed in with the gabbro here. But this is more of a more friable kind of gabbro. You can just kind of bust it apart with your fingers. Right? Found that interesting. So we'll run a bunch of this, do a fire assay on it to see what we got. All right, now we're on L6WQS4. All right, this is one of the larger quartz veining that we didn't know about. So this one here is a true mystery. I'll be the first one to do an assay on this one. It hasn't been to the lab or anything, but it shows some interesting little flecks and pieces in it. And this is kind of this veining system here is kind of smashed up between an extrusive sandstone and the gabbro. Last sample we got here, we haven't found any gold in this. This is where we find the palladium and the platinum group metals. All right, this is an olivine gabbro. Ugh. These stones are incredibly heavy. All right. But throughout them, you look under them a scope, you'll see little specks of silver and stuff. So when you're looking at platinum group metals and rare earths, you can't think of it like veins of gold. What you got to think about it is like a handful of salt thrown across a big table. So most of the materials and precious metals that are in these ores are very finely disseminated. We're talking grams a ton instead of ounces per ton. So this is all about distance. So if you want the ore, I don't want to overestimate what you're going to find in here. You may find something, and then again, you may not. It's because of the way it's dispersed throughout these systems. Right now, the reason I've got to sample each one of these is I'm going to do a fire assay on each one of these to see which one we're hoping has the best source in it. So you, like me, would be a prospector. You're going to fire assay it, or if you would just like it as a sample, let me know and I'll pick out you some really nice samples out of this. But if you want to run it, I'll get you some of the more broken up stuff down out of the bottom of the bucket. You want a combination of both, just let me know. So what we're going to do is we'll go over here. We're going to push this 3 times. 300 subscribers, 3 winners. All right, I believe we had 17 people that made comments, and I know all of you, so we're going to go ahead and roll. So here we go. Set the spin. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. I meant to show you that everybody's name is on it. All right, Gail, there you go. All right. Now, since Gail's already won once, we're going to go ahead and remove her name, and I'll spin it a couple of more times here. All right, so Gail, get a hold of me. Okay, so if you want to show everybody's name, make sure everybody can see it. This is everybody that made comment on the videos. Here we go. All right, Jason Miner Goldskull. I know who you are. Get a hold of me. Let me know what you want. I'm going to remove you. This will be the last one. Here we go. All right, Dina. So Dina, go ahead and get a hold of me. Let me know. And either you want ore or art, ilordshadow@outlook.com, or it's the same email that's linked to my channel description. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Be safe. Let me know what you want. Talk to you later.